All right, Pine Against the Seniors, how do you make a great resume? So let's go through this. So remember, the main document that you're going to look at is this link right here. I'll open it up for a quick second so you can take a look at it. But hopefully you have gone through most of the steps on this already. So when I refer to the steps, I'm referring to the steps on this particular document. Okay, so when I just come back to this document, when in doubt, there are definitely some things towards the end, some kind of expanded things that you may want to look at. Okay, so make sure you come back to that document. So that's the first thing. Second thing, oh, look at that, I can put my face in the sun. The second thing is you're going to build or improve yours beginning today. So again, hopefully you've already done your brainstorming, your first draft, and you've made your final draft. If you are new to Pun Against It this year, didn't do yours last year, truly take the time. It'll only take you about a half an hour, 45 minutes to go through all these steps, and that will create a solid resume. If you skip through this, not so sure. So most of you are probably in this editing for final draft and or updating and revising phase. So that's where you're going to be on the document. Rules. There aren't that many rules in terms of resumes. And maybe that's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing. Again, there's a lot of personal preference. I will say this. The average is, if for someone actually reading your resume for like a job purpose, it's about 20 something seconds, like 25 seconds or something like that. With big companies, if you're applying to work at Verizon or Google or something like that, it's going to be read by a computer first. It's going to look for keywords, probably will find spelling mistakes, etc. So just know that your resume may be read by a computer before it's read by a human being. When the human being looks at it, they're going to spend probably less than 30 seconds, unless you get into kind of a final round. And then someone will spend a little bit more time. But make it easy for them to interview you and hard for them not to. That's why spelling and capitalization count. Don't make easy spelling and capitalization errors, because someone's immediately going to just put yours off to the side. Grammar counts. No need for full sentences. And watch your tense. Present tense for current jobs and activities and things. Past tense for past ones. So if I can get this to work, for example, in the land of experience, notice it says January 2021 to present, and this is in present tense. Babysit, prepare, plan. Notice they're not full sentences. These are all phrases: prepare lunch, dinner, and snacks, etc. So in this case here, March 21 to August 2021, greeted, past tense, washed, dried, etc. So again, watch your tense, make sure it's present tense or past tense, and notice that the things that ended further in the past are towards the bottom. The things that are more current are towards the top. And that's this right here. So use reverse chronological order with most recent activities listed first, followed by the next most recent, etc. It should be one page. If you are the CEO of a company and you are, well experienced with decades of experience, you might have like a 3-pager. If you're someone who's been out in the field for, I don't know, and doing a lot and winning a lot of awards or having a lot of different career, aspects of your career, maybe you're gonna have a 2-pager. But at your stage, you absolutely are in the 1-page zone. Do not go past 1 page, please. It should be a font size of 10 to 12 for pretty much all your content. Sometimes the header, your name, or something like that, you can go, for something a little bit larger if you want, and a 1/2 inch to 1 1/4 inch margins. And please save it as a PDF before you upload or distribute it. Don't give it to someone as a Google Doc link or as a Word doc or something like that. Save it as a PDF to lock in that formatting before you share it with anyone out there in the world, but also with us here. Couple pro tips. Who's your audience? So the generic one is your audience are the Pun Against It, middle school and high school teachers who are going to be looking at your senior passion project. But beyond that, who's your audience? So if you're going with the you don't have one, just follow the template and go along for the ride. However, if you are writing for an academic scholarship, let's say, then really emphasize and put your focus on the academic. Maybe beef that section out, and you can reduce the other sections. In other words, if you have multiple things, you got to cut something. Think about your audience. If it's about employment, you're going to talk about employment skills, past employment history. Show them that you're going to be a great employee. They may not care so much about some academic thing that you did. And then community service, again, focus on the service, list all the service, et cetera, et cetera. So if you are gonna, most people recommend having one standard resume. This is kind of out there, pass punt against it. And then if you're gonna use it for different purposes, you're gonna then make a copy and then just tweak it a little bit for that new audience, et cetera. So that's a pro tip: is don't actually just have one resume, have lots of them. Also have one that's kind of like I shouldn't say a messy one, but you can have one that's 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 pages long, and then you can kind of cut and paste things from that and make one really solid page based on the audience. I'm talking too much. I love resumes. Use your results from Use Science. You took the time to do it. Maybe last year, this year, you may have updated a little bit. Use those results for the keywords. So key terms that help to describe you were given to you by Use Science. Take a look at them. Again, when you're trying to describe yourself in a couple of words, think about some of these things that might be helpful to you. All right. Just a great resource for you. And again, going back to the steps, you're going to mostly be operating in 5 to 6 and updating and revising. Where does it go? In your tour, you have a Senior Passion Project tour. Within the tour, there is a resume tab. And within the resume tab, it says upload artifact. You're going to upload your PDF there. You do not need to do this now, the upload part, that is. You need to upload your final ready to go resume in time for your Senior Passion Project. I will also say this: I'm just asking you, please, please, please upload to the system. Don't carry it in, etc. It's not going to count. It has to be part of the system in order for it to count for Senior Passion Project, in part because the state of Rhode Island checks to make sure that we're ensuring that all seniors have a resume. And so we want to get 100% of you to have a resume because it makes us look good too. All right. So where's that doc again? bit.ly/phs_resume. Or if you don't want to look there, it's on the info page. That will take you to the doc as well. The how to make a resume section. And make it a sparkling day, people. Bye.